right, welcome back, generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good. So, last session we did do some more fixes for the tools, 0 Hour tools. We got it compiling on Visual Studio 2022 and Visual Studio 6, all good. But let's revisit this one thing here. So we want to get rid of non-const getter function in the W string. There's only one place where it wants to use that function because it wants to write to the string. Remove trailing spaces. Aha. What is graph? What is graph? I've never seen this function. C++ is graph. Check if the given character is graphic. Oh. Oh. I see. Interesting. While is graph equals 0? I see. Oh wow, this is really inefficient because it does strlen here and here. Oh my gosh. How to not work with strings. Oh boy. I didn't realize it when I was first looking at it because it just looked like a dense two-liner, but now I look at this and I'm amazed by the strlen here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Nice. Okay, can we make a change? Truncate. What does that do? Trunk after chassis. Truncate means it deletes afterwards, right? Okay, yeah. I think the way to fix this is we say const char while const char v. It's called VC, yeah? VC, okay. Minus dot get plus, okay, like this. So now it points to the last character. And then we say while let's do it. No, we need a number. This truncate function, let me see that real quick. Is there a version where it accepts like an index or something? Truncate, yeah, len. Hold on. Hello, I want to go to it, please. Truncate. Truncate len. This function truncates a string so its length will match the specified len. Yeah. str grow. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we can use trunk len. Hold on. It's UN32. Okay, so how about we say size t len equals len then we say while let's do const char value str get while value str len -1 let's call this value len const let's do for loop for size t I equals, let's not use an I, let's do value index equals value len value str value len -1 is graph equals 0, yeah, and then minus value len is graph. I think this one needs to become an integer. We say static cast int integer value len minus value len. So we just iterate now. Value len is graph. Why is this complaining? Value index. Okay. And then we do value dot truncate we also need to say while value len is larger, no, value index is larger than 0. Ah, okay, but then we should be able to make this UN32 directly. Right. And then truncate value index. And that doesn't work. Aha. This one needs to go out. There we go. Okay, let's put it into a scope. It's not great, but it should work. It's certainly much more complicated than before. Okay, let's go through it. So we have value str, value str equals value.get. Value str. So the super hackers at compile. Today is 25th of March 2025. Re-implement algorithm to avoid writing into buffer directly. To avoid writing into string buffer directly. Okay, so basically we just get the pointer here. We get the value len. By the way, doesn't this have a function to get the len? I would assume it has like a length function. It does length, and that returns strlen. Yeah. Then let's call this function. I think that's a bit better. So we call value dot length. Okay, then let's call it space index. Okay, so the space index, and then here we also need to say what happens if we call it with an truncate. Yeah, let's say if space index is not value len, then we truncate. Okay, let's go through it. So the index is set, okay, and then we check if it's larger than 0, yeah. And we check that the space index -1 is 0, yeah. And if that's the case, then it will decrement this, and then it will check it again, and so on. So this space index will decrement until the last space at the end. Yeah. Isn't there I wonder if there's... Yeah, I think it's fine. And then it checks if this is not equal, and then it truncates. Yeah, I think this is okay. I think this will work. We implement algorithm to avoid writing into string buffer directly. Yeah. I think this will work. Yeah. Can we easily test this? I don't know. I didn't really use a mangler. Maybe someone else can test it if he can manage. Yeah. Good, but this now should compile. Yeah. No, still fails. What is the error? Oh, there's another. Oh, okay. It looks like it's the exact same thing. What? What does this do? Oof. Const. Okay, so can we change this to const? Paranoid streamer. Okay. Okay, let's see if that works. Yes! Success. Okay, let's also compile this one. See if that works. Okay, so let's take a look at it. That was quite a little bigger. Oh, right. Right. There's a lot of warnings in the W string. Same type qualifier used more than once. What is that? Matchbot. 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 Line 123, right? Oh. So in already is const. Oh, I see. Oh. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Why though? Why do we use in? So hold on. In, so it means const. Huh. Okay, let me see this. So this is matchbot. Matchbot. I didn't know that in means const. Matchbot, where is it? W string. Aha. So all these would already be in const, except for a few. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Then how about instead of adding const, we just add in there, en keyword. Yeah, let's make another pass here. So we remove these guys. Well, good that we noticed that. Yeah, okay, so we then also add the en here. Now, it would be better to use const, but to keep the diff small, I would say for now it's fine to use in, and then we make a second pass where we replace the ins with const, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, but for now it's probably good enough. Okay, let me also remove this guy. Do we have more const here or not? Okay, then I think we can simplify this replace by simply searching for in const, and we replace it with in. Right. There we go. Okay, that was the first one. Let's open the next one. W string mangle. This one also uses in. Then let's replace. There we go. Okay. And then we replace const here with en. Yeah, en const. That's it, okay. Then here we do en const. By the way, here we also need to replace const with in. There we go. Yeah. Same here. Okay, and then there should be one more W string for the launcher. And this one also uses in. Okay, here we have one more in. value string. Oh boy, it's hanging. All right. Mm-hmm. 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 I wonder if this string should also use the RO thingy. This here, RO. Oh, it doesn't know it. Okay, well, never mind. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see if that compiles. Nope, it does not. Mm. Hmm. Mm. Okay, that is unexpected. Cat. Define in. Hmm. 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 So in is not always defined as const. What makes it? Oh. Okay, who's using this stuff here? Let me see. Okay, it's used in multiple places. Oof. I think it would be good to phase this thing out. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah. Why do they use in keyword? Okay, you know what? This is too complicated. Let's just replace in with const. How about that? How about that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now it does mean that it's a little bit of a refactor, but I think it's fine then. Okay, do we perhaps also want to remove the RO thingy here? Yeah. Let's do the RO as well. It's a bit retarded to have macros for this bullshit. Okay. Okay, let's see if that compiles. Yeah. That compile. Let's see what this one says. Okay, they succeeded. That's very well. What about this out thingy here? Maybe we can remove that as well. Let's leave it for now. Okay. The only downside of this approach is that we have now changed quite a lot in these functions. Yeah. More than really necessary. Yeah, but it's simply enough, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's not the cleanest fix, I would say. Yeah. No. The cleanest fix would actually have been to just place the en keyword. And then on this one, we would then have to define the en somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, but okay. I think it's fine. Okay, so we fixed this guy, Mangler test. This one, yeah. Good. Let's make a fix-up commit for the constants. Let's rebase. Rebase with squash. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at it. W string. Yeah. Yeah, so diff is a bit bigger than it likely would have to be. But I think it's fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. Oh, we still have this guy here. Huh. That's not good. Okay, so W string, yup. Yup. Okay, yeah, I think that's a bit better. Before we had a non-const getter function, but that's not nice because that allows users to write directly into the string buffer, which is quite a bit unclean. Yeah. Okay, but this should work. Yeah. Okay, then how about we push that guy? Push. So yeah. Maybe we should also add a little bit more context here. Maybe not. Yeah. Okay, let's create a pull request. I see here's a typo error here. Yeah. Maybe we already create a fix up for that. The original Max SDK does not compile against a modern compiler. If this needs if there is a desire to make this work, then a fixed Max SDK needs to be provided, needs to be created. Create a fix up. Did not test, but I expect this works. Let me get to config file. Mangler. Okay. Let me add a comment here. I did not test this, but it looks like it should work just fine. The rewrites avoided having a non-const w string get function. The rewrite avoided adding a non-const w get function. let's say keeping, because before it was non-const, keeping a non-const get function. Yeah, maybe someone can verify this. Yeah, saves me time. Yeah, good. Comment, but I'm fairly confident that it works correctly. But of course, it's always better to double check on runtime, which I typically do. But in this case, these tools, like, I don't even know how to use it, so I don't know. Maybe it's as simple as launching it. Let me see. Let's see. If the code hits, then we can test it. What was it? I think we're looking for a config file. Config file.cpp in matchbot. Yeah. Okay, let's put a breakpoint here. Yeah. Let's start the matchbot. Matchbot, where's he? Z Mangler matchbot. Set a startup project. Run. It will take a moment. Okay, that didn't hit. Yeah. No, but there was another place with the same function. Mangler. Let's put that here as well. Z Mangler. There we go. Let's run that guy. No. Good. Yeah, then I did not test that, but it looks like it should work just fine. The rewrite avoids keeping an on-cons. Running Mangler and matchbot plainly does not hit this code. Okay, let's add a comment, submit review. Okay, let's add OmniBlade as our reviewer. I will also add Mauler. Mauler. I see it seems to be quite active right now, which is good. Good. So the tools are compiling with Visual Studio. All checks have already passed. Yeah, good. Then, yeah, that looks good. Good. Yeah, how about for the rest we try to get rid here of some of these thingies. Unread messages. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Inconsistent alternative mouse setup. Okay. Missing units pop-ups. Okay. Enabling full screen stretches entire content. Okay. Okay. Word builder enhancement. AI waypointing. Get rid of the current tile blends. Why is this in game patch? Why is this stuff here in patch? Man. New Canon reload bug. Speaker tower bonus restarts reload time and span with Chinese reactor. I think that's also duplicate. Closest duplicate. Yeah. World builder enhancement. New tool for previewing camera angles. Okay, that's in code. Ability to change hotkeys in game menu settings. Okay, that's already marked as duplicate. Fix the quirkiness when in AI build list mode. When in AI build list mode. Okay. AIs don't use special stuff. Yeah, it's probably also code. Executable, maybe, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe a mix of both. Fix map borders, deletable borders, code, okay. Terrain copy tool, code. Increase the maximum player count. Oof. Optional, that can't be optional. optional, can't be. Listen mode. Add a listen mode. Can preview, listen, and ambient sounds. Yeah, it sounds like a good thing. Yeah. Add 2 more rotational axes to the object property window. Okay. Okay, so here, let me see. What is this here? That doesn't belong here. It's not an issue. Close. Invalid. What is going on here? Why was there so much stuff added here? i.e. being able to use all of its building even though they aren't fully built. What? AI doesn't build an expansion near supply crates. Okay, let's open all these guys here. The problem I see is that people won't know in which project to report their bugs. So there will be probably executable bugs in here, and someone needs to figure out where it actually belongs. The AI checks the supply being at least 25,000. This can easily be fixed by chaining with scripts. Maybe this could be paired with other small general improvements. Doesn't build an expansion near supply crates. So it's executable maybe. Yellow mark on the bottom left of each map. Oh. It's probably a code issue. It's very likely a code issue. Transfer code. Increase the maximum map height for terrain. This is definitely code. Get rid of the current tile blends and base tiles limitation. That's also code. Reorganize the textures tab. A better categorization of textures helps newbies to understand the structure and find certain textures more easily. The current subdivision is unclear and some textures are misplaced. More player colors and infantry coloring change. Oh, didn't expect so much discussion here. Fix roads being connected to each other when copied. Fix roads being connected to each other when copied. Okay, that sounds like a code issue. Damaged model of the supply dock doesn't load in-game. Okay. Change the model of tech repair pad. Yeah. AI players can only recognize the closest enemy player. That sounds like a code issue. Okay. Good. I think that would be enough for this session. We did like 1 hour here. Yeah, I think I will take a little bit of a rest here. Yeah. Good. I put the link here. 0 hour tools are ready. 0 hour tools review is ready. Which version? Mismatch. Game has detected a mismatch. So generals is mismatching in the network lobby. This is interesting. This means that 0 hour network lobby is bugged, right? Interesting. Good. Yeah, I think I will. What do you mean bug? 0 hour has no mismatch check in network lobby. Or have you seen any? Good. Then I think that will be it. Yeah. Okay. What do we do next session? Next session. I would say we can work on the assembler fixes again. Yeah. And attend to the review comments. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try to get all the fixes in for 0 hour so that people can actually launch it and use it. Okay. Good. Yep, then that will be it. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.